Hey everybody, this is Tony, and I'm here today with a special guest, one of the stars of VH1's Love and Listens, Miss Taylor Schwartz. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Now, of course, you guys just celebrated the season finale of Love and Listen, so
Yes.
congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Um, and also, we seen on that episode that you passed your broker license test, so congratulations on that as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Major,
No
super
problem.
major.
So let me ask you something, right? What's the difference between the real estate license and the broker's license?
People ask me this all the time. It's like my number one ask thing, especially since the last episode. So basically, as a real estate agent, you have to hang your license with a real estate broker. So every agent has to hang their license with a broker. It's just about choosing which one. So an agent works, and then they have to give a percentage of their deal to the broker, and the broker basically is the one who's legally liable for all of your paperwork. If you were to get sued, it would fall back on the broker. So we just basically ensure that you're doing everything properly and following all real estate laws. And so for that reason, we get a percentage of your commission every time you close a deal. We also offer like marketing and mentorship, and like we're here to answer any questions, everything like that. So yeah, it's kind of like it's not like a boss and employee kind of thing. We kind of both work together, and we both benefit each other, obviously.
Okay. So basically, it means some big money for you. That's what it means.
It means some big money. It means some residual money. So I don't always have to be the one out here closing deals and stuff. Like my team closes a deal, boom, I get a check, So it's just more money coming in. So yeah, big money shit.
Okay. So now, of course, like I said, we just finished season 2. But we over the last 2 seasons, though, we have watched you, basically grow as we have the rest of the members. But how did you end up getting on the show in the first place?
So actually, Jacob was casted before me. He knew the creator of the show, Ty, who I work with. And so Jacob, just like he messaged me, he's like, they're looking for real estate agents. I had been a licensed real estate agent for literally 4 months. I was 18 years old. And for like 4 months, I had been an agent. So I really didn't even know what I was doing. But they're like, we're looking for agents, like just DM this page and like apply, whatever. So I DM'd them. Then I ended up meeting with the production company. And then like from there, they liked me. And then we shot a sizzle, we shot a pilot, and then boom, we got picked up. So it was a long process though. But Jacob, Sarah, and Zach were really the OGs of the entire process.
Okay. That's cool though. I mean, of course, when you guys came in, you said that you and Jacob were friends, but sometimes people say they're friends, and it's like, I'm just saying that because we on the show together, but
No. Yeah, no, Jacob is really my friend. I wouldn't be on the show without him. So
Okay.
really, yeah.
Okay. Now, we definitely watch how hard you have, winning as far as business is concerned, though, being one of the youngest people to get your license, like you said, passing your real estate license on the first try, stuff like that. So what is really pushing you to go this hard, this soon?
I just feel like money. Like, I just feel like I live a very expensive life. There's a lot that I want to buy. There's a lot that I want to do. And so I just feel like the only way to really be free is to be financially free. So that's just always been my goal. I want to be able to take trips. I want to be able to buy this, live here, drive this, So I just feel like,
Right.
yeah, it's the money. It's success, but it's like, I'm not like just after the money. I'm after the success. But to me, a measurement of your success in some regards is money. So
Of course. But I respect the drive that you have, though, because it's definitely, a lot of people say they want stuff, but it's they don't want to put in the work. It's like with you, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, however I got to do it. Let's go. So that's what I respect.
Thank you. Yes. I mean, I have my lazy days too. Don't get me wrong. It's not always on this go, but I just always feel like I'm just trying to like think like what's next, Like I don't want to ever be complacent. Like it was cool when I was an 18-year-old real estate agent. Like nobody's doing that. Now I'm 22. I'm a 22-year-old real estate agent. It's not as impressive. So I was like, boom, what's next step? Let me get my broker's license. Like I just always want to be like ahead of everybody else. Like for my age.
But what made you get into real estate, period, though? I mean, the real estate is hard as it is, and then to be in celebrity real estate is something totally different. So what made you say, let me jump into this as opposed to like going to work at, an insurance company or something?
Yeah. So I was literally watching $1 Million Listings like when I was 18, and I just graduated high school. And my dad was like, okay, over the summer, I want you to either like get a job or go to school. So I was like, why don't I just work on getting my real estate license? Because I was going to start like community college. Like after that, I was going to go to school, whatever. And I actually did, but then I dropped out. But because real estate was popping. I was like, I don't need this school stuff. And so it was really just something that I was just going to do just to occupy my time over the summer. And then I moved out to Hollywood when I went to when I was going to school. And then I just feel like I just being out here and like seeing all the money that's out here and everything, I was like, what am I doing? Like, I want to tap in. I want to be part of this, you know? So I just started taking real estate more seriously. I did end up dropping out of college after probably like a year, I think. And I'm just doing this full time now.
I'm quite sure you don't regret that decision right about now, though.
I don't. The only thing I regret is that I really did want to go to law school, but I actually have like enough credits. I found like this college, and it's like they would let me in. Like it's like the only college ever that you don't have to have like your degree to go to law school. And especially in California, you really don't even need to go to law school. You just have to pass the bar. So I would consider that. So I was disappointed in that because I was like, I do want to go to law school, but now I see that I still have that opportunity if I want it. And so I'm like, definitely no regrets. I did the right thing.
I feel you though. I feel you. But you know, speaking about money, on the season finale, we've seen that you had Shanti as a client, of course.
I did.
You know, and you said before the ending that she put in an offer. So did she ever end up, you know, closing the deal?
I'm actually, due to the pandemic, due to her tour being canceled, we didn't get to close on that deal. It was close, and I'm still working with her. And once things pick back up, we are gonna go back and start looking. I don't think that house will be available anymore. But so no, we didn't officially close that deal. However, I'm still working with her. We're definitely gonna close something in the future. I'm still close to her and her sister, and so we're in contact. And we're just gonna wait for this Corona stuff to, you know, go away.
Okay, that's cool. She seems like a pretty cool person though, so I'm glad that you guys, you know, hooked up.
Yes, I love her sister, her mom. Like it's like a really a family affair. They're like this, and I love all of them.
Yeah, they're cool people. I don't know how I met her, but I don't know her like that. But you know, but no,
cool.
you know, speaking about deals though, so like when you have deals that go, you know, in a situation like that, you know, they don't close, you're almost close to being close to closing, and it's like something happens, or they don't put in the offer, or it's not right, or you know, what goes through your mind at that time? Do you kind of get discouraged, or well, I don't want to say discouraged, but you know, like throw it off a little, like is it like something like that?
I feel like in the beginning of my career, it was a lot harder on me because it's like you get excited. Like even if like in the beginning of your career, like somebody likes a house and you like you write an offer or something, you're thinking like you're already counting like how am I spend this money? Like what am I gonna do with this check? You already calculating what your percentage is, all that. But now I've just learned because there's so many steps to real estate. There's so many steps. My number one thing I always say is the deal is not closed until the check is in your hand. So I think it's like kind of like a superstition for me. I don't even calculate my commission. Like I don't do anything. I don't count any type of money until the check is in my hand because there's so many things that can go wrong at any time for any reason out of your control. If you let yourself even get excited or think that money is coming before you do, you're going to just be so disappointed, so depressed like all the time. So to me, it's just kind of like, and I tell my team that all the time, I'm just kind of like, you know, just on to the next. And that's just
right.
Right.
You got to keep that kind of mentality. And we definitely seen you use your favorite line in season 1 when you and Ajani first you know got linked up, and you know you kind of basically told her like, oh, it's nice you got it, but the deal not closed yet. So
and the deal didn't close, right? It didn't close, so
no, you weren't wrong though. But I think a lot of people were thrown off by your delivery per se, you know, because they kind of thought you were, you know, shading her basically.
Yeah, and like being like a hater. And I get that it did come off kind of as hate, but it really like, I won't say like, oh, I had good intentions. You know, I intended to be shady and that just is what it is. But my message, like you're right, my delivery wasn't there, but my message was something that somebody could learn from.
Right. Now, of course, this is reality TV, so we know how these kind of things work sometimes. Over season 1, you know, they kind of made you out to be the bad guy. So they would have you in situations.
Only season 1?
No, but
I was pretty bad guy too. I think I've been the villain this whole time.
I mean, you kind of it kind of got a little better. It seemed in season 2 though. I mean, season one, they really made you out to be like the villain, like you were like Cruella, basically. But I think you handled it pretty well. But how do you, differentiate, or how do you go about that kind of stuff? Like when you know that you don't really mean what it looks like, and you know what really happened, and it's like, okay, so you're gonna try to make me to look bad, and I responded off of something that you did or said. You know what I'm saying? So how do you respond to that kind of stuff?
I get so frustrated, even still. Like, I'm not gonna lie and act like, oh, I just brush it off. Like, no, like, I see how they play things because I'm watching it with you guys. I'm watching it like live. I don't know what's gonna happen until it's on TV. And it's like, I know what happened behind the scenes. I know what they cut out. I know what they mixed up here and did this, and now I look crazy. And it gets really frustrating. And sometimes I do
Right.
kind of get angry with production. Like, bro, that's not how it was. That's not how you're making me look crazy. You're making me look crazy. Like the whole Palm Springs situation, totally,
Yes.
totally, in my opinion, it was not handled. It was not shown how it really was, and it did make me look OD crazy. And so it's something that I get really frustrated about. But then at the end of the day, it's like I see how at least I ended on a high note. I ended with a brokerage license. I had the most deals closed this season. Like, I just feel like it's frustrating, but at the end of the day, it came together. So I guess I'm a chill, but it's hard. It's very hard for me. There's a lot of phone calls going on to production.
I'm sure it is, because it's like you said, you're watching it with us, so it has to be something like, I know for me, if it was me, I probably would have been going off like, what the, you know what I'm saying? But hey, how things work. But
Yeah.
overall, though, even though you did have that bad guy persona, they did kind of like level it out, I guess you want to say. So we did start to see other sides of you. Like this season,
Yeah.
you brought on your long distance boyfriend or friend, as they put it, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So and even in season one, when you talked about your mom and your situation with her, it really showed a different side. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like Taylor is just this mean girl, or she's always out to fight or start something. So it was really good to see.
There definitely was a balance. And I feel like this season, there was like last season, there was the balance with just my personal life. So I feel like people understood more why I am how I am. And then this season, I do feel like there was more of a balance with my business life. So it doesn't look like I'm just the girl who comes and pops up and starts turning shit up all the time. I'm also closing deals, and I'm very professional in all of my deals that I close. So y'all can see that I'm on my stuff. I know my stuff. And so, yeah, like you said, the balance, I do appreciate the balance, and just showing like a softer side of me, even with, my boyfriend showing the goofier side of me, so there's just, I do like that this season, especially towards the end, you guys do get to see like more levels of Taylor, not just the always turned up villain,
Yeah. I think that's kind of important, especially now with how people react to TV, because if they see one thing, they take it and run with it, and then it's like, oh, she this, oh, she that. They all in your comments and your DMs, saying all kind of stuff. So
yes,
I'm glad that was possible. But you guys hang with a basically a group of people that are linked together in some kind of way. Besides Jacob, though, would you really hang with a lot of these people?
The only people I really would hang out with, and I do hang out with and talk to, is Ajni and Zach and Jacob.
Okay.
But yeah, besides Jacob, yeah. So Zach calls me all the time. He'd be talking my ear off. He'd be talking. Y'all know he'd be talking. And Ajni is really like the homegirl. She's actually at my company now, so we work together and we do deals together. And so yeah, I consider her a friend.
I'm glad that you guys worked your relationship out, though, because like I said, it started rocking in the beginning, and then you guys kind of argued over the Andrew thing, and then you kind of got back together, like, okay, let's just make it right.
Yeah.
You know that Andrew situation was like a big deal over the last 2 seasons as well. What did you really think about that?
I really think that Andrew my thing is that the reason why I was so pressed about it is because I feel like everybody was letting him off easy. Like, I'm not that type of person. Like, if I know something is true, I'm not stop until you tell the world that it's true. Admit to your fault, and then I'll let it rest. I just need a public apology. I'm not saying to me, he didn't do anything to me, but I need public acknowledgement, public apology, and then I will lay it to rest. But you're not going to have me walking around here with people questioning, like, if I'm lying on you, or like what I'm trying to do, if I'm trying to break up your marriage or some shit. So I just felt like, I did not have to press the issue as much as I did.
Right.
But I do think that like I'm just the type of person, I didn't want to let him off. Like I'm not gonna let you off easy. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but it only made sense though because it, like you said, everybody was, and it's like he made Ajani go look like a liar basically to everybody, and then it's like, oh, okay, when it's my time to tell the truth, I'm just gonna sweep this under the rug. So, I mean, I don't blame you. A real friend would have done that. But I'm glad you guys were able to, smooth things over and be actual friends. So,
Yeah.
but the game of real estate, like I said, is hard. Celebrity real estate is even harder. But what is your experience like as a woman? Like, how was that for you?
I feel like definitely in LA, I know every market is different, but in LA, we are dominated by white men. Like that is the standard in our industry. So being a young black female, I have like three things against me. And it definitely is a challenge. And it's so I tell people all the time, I've never gone to a showing with another black female. I don't even know I've done a showing with a black male who's an agent, but 1000% never encountered another black female real estate agent in the luxury market. And it's just so sad because there's so much money to be made and we can do it. Like we can make money in this industry. And it's just like, I want to encourage more people to like more black females to get into real estate or get into those positions where you're outnumbered and change that. The only way that we can change it is if we do it. So I hope that I can be like a pioneer for this, and I hope that more people see this. I get so many DMs like, oh my gosh, like you're so inspirational. I look up to you. I want to get into real estate because of you. I got my license because of you. And it's a lot of pressure, first of all, because I don't want to be nobody's idol. I'm not somebody I'm crazy, okay? But it's cool. It's cool to know that like I'm encouraging other people to get into this industry, especially other women, other minorities.
I mean, I think that's a good thing that people are saying you're inspiring them, regardless of what you're saying. But I think that's a good thing. But I think too that a show like this, like let's be honest, nobody would have thought a show like this would come about because we're so used to seeing like love and hip hop and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So to see a actual show about real estate, who would have thought? But me watching it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. This is interesting. Like I probably would have never thought about it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people are probably thinking the same thing and seeing you be young and say, hey, I'm the top of this, I'm the top of that, I'm passing this, I'm doing it. It's just a motivating factor because it's like you got people at home that's like 30 looking like, well, damn, what am I doing with myself? You know what I'm saying? So it's just that kind of thing. But, it's a good thing to have something like this come out and you be a part of it and to be able to inspire somebody. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the crazy stuff, because they see that, but they also see the good too. So it's like it works out.
Definitely, it's good balance.
Yeah, but so as far as season 2 closing now, have you guys heard anything about season 3?
Unfortunately, we cannot announce whether or not we have a season 3. So I might know something, I might not. You might see us again, you might not. But if you don't see me on Love and Listings again, just know you will see, this is not the last you've seen of me. You will see me somewhere, okay? I will be on your TV in some shape or form because I feel like I'm made for this shit. I love being on TV. I love being on camera. As stressful, as emotionally and mentally draining and taxing as it is, I really do enjoy it. I enjoy people watching me, people recognizing me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I like that shit, okay? So yeah, I definitely, you haven't seen the last of me, but if it's on Love and Listing season 3, that would be amazing. If not, anything would be amazing, period.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody is watching because you do give good TV regardless of what you say. You give good TV no matter what. So I hope that even if it don't come back, somebody else is looking in the wings to pick you up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Over this journey though, like what would you say you learned from the last 2 seasons and from reality TV period?
So I would say that the last 2 seasons, I did learn a lot about myself. I do feel like, some of the stuff is just more of like a heightened version of me. Like in real life, I might not be like this if the camera wasn't on my face. I feel like everybody kind of acts a little bit differently when the camera's on their face. But I just feel like I learned a lot about, opening up about my mom and just being vulnerable with that. I do feel like I was in denial of having any hurt from, my childhood. And so I do think that this actually opened my eyes to see like, okay, you actually are how you are because of your environment, because of how you were grown up and how you were raised and everything like that. So having to open up about that on TV, and you know, a million people telling me that I need therapy and I have a mental disorder and everything like that, it helps. It helps you. It helps you kind of reflect on yourself. Like, damn, maybe I do pop off too much. Maybe I do need to calm down. So I genuinely do think that, like, in my everyday, my day-to-day life off camera, I'm a more calm, zen, and like just happier, positive person. And I've reconnected with my mom. And we're in a great place. And so I just feel like overall, yeah, it's helped me, like, you know, when it's in your face, you can't hide from it. You're seeing that stuff, and those are your words and everything like that. It just makes you reflect and be like, okay, maybe there is something going on deep down that I don't know about.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. And I think it's very, people don't understand that it's very hard to, one, be vulnerable, for two things, to be vulnerable on a camera.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got to give you credit for that. And I'm glad that you said you and your mom are in a better place. How are you and your friend Elijah doing?
Elijah is in Poland now. So we spent the entire summer together. He came home early from Finland because of the virus. They stopped season. So we were living together. We were good. Everything's good. I met his family actually right before he left. So I feel like that's like next step type shit, you know?
It is.
And so now he's in Poland. He's in Poland, and it's unfortunate that I can't see him. The borders are closed. So we're literally we're talking all the time. We're FaceTiming all the time, but it is hard because we don't know when the next time we're going to see each other is. Like, really, like, I could not see him potentially for like his whole season. I don't know when the borders are going to open up for travel to Europe. So it's hard, and we're just trying to take it day by day and not think so far in advance, but we're working on it and we're trying to get through it. And so hopefully things open up soon.
Yeah, I definitely hope so, because I'm sick of all this virus mess. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm sick of people talking about it. I'm sick of looking at it.
Period.
I'm sick of it, period.
I'm tired
like,
of this mask. I don't care what y'all say. I can't breathe in them. I don't care what y'all say. I
no,
cannot breathe in that mask. Like, I get to walk and I'm like breathing heavy and everything. Like, no. It must be something wrong with my lungs or something. I don't know. I can't breathe.
I'm trying to tell you, I don't even want to go to Walmart. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. Don't worry about it. I don't need it.
On everything is like a mission, bro. Everything is a mission.
Yeah. It's a hassle. I'm just like, you know what? If I got to go somewhere, let me just drive down the street, get a drive, and I'll come right back. Don't worry about it. Because be around y'all in these spaces, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Can't.
I'm done, man. But Taylor, it was nice talking to you today. I really enjoyed you, honestly. Like, you're cool. I really like you. But let people know where you can find you online, your social media, all that good stuff.
Yes. So a couple things. My Instagram is at Taylor Schwartz, TaylorSchwartz, and my Twitter is at Tay Schwartz1. But my Instagram is really where I be at, for real. So follow me on Instagram. Also, I just launched my new company, my little side hustle, Lux Bottles. So I have these 2 bottles that I've launched. They're super cool. They're like super sleek. They're 1-liter bottles, and so you can literally like fill them up and track your drinking throughout the day to make sure you're drinking enough water. So these are like my new babies. So it's Lux Bottles. So Instagram is at Shop Lux Bottles, and the website is luxbottles.com, LUXE bottles.com. So make sure y'all check them out because they're selling out fast, and I really love them. I use them all the time.
Those are nice though. But are they glass or is it plastic? What is it?
They're plastic. They're plastic bottles. They're refillable. They're BPA free plastic, so no toxins, healthy, and yeah.
I might have to go in there and get me one of those things. Okay.
They're so cute. I love them. I love them.
I already know you love them because it's your product, so you got to.
They're my little babies. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm done, man. But thank you so much for doing this with me today.
Of course. Thank you.
I hope everybody goes out and purchase a bottle, though, because those are nice. And
you.
I'm going to follow you on the gram. And hopefully we stay connected. And I look forward to what you're doing next, all right?
Of course. Thank you so much for the interview. It's so amazing. And thank you for watching, because I could tell you really be watching it. So thank you.
Yes. No problem at all. And we'll see you again soon.
Okay, yes, definitely. Anytime.
All right.
Bye.